ModSauce.
What is up, the world? It is your friendly neighborhood Slipgator here. Hanging out today doing some things on the ModSauce server. Hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a really good day, and today we got some cool stuff and things that we're going to get done. So we've been working a lot on the Botania stuff and things over here, and I think it's time to take a little bit of a break from that. So, one thing that I did figure out, or that you guys actually helped me figure out, and it was kind of both. Like, I figured it out, like, almost at the same time I was reading those comments. I was reading you guys' comments, and I was like, you know what? I bet this is how you do this. So the way that these mana distributors actually are supposed to work is you put your mana squirter into it. So, like, this would go, let me see if I can break these without squirting all this stuff out. So that would go, like, right there, and then we would do your mana thing and do it right here, and then you would go like this, like that. And then this gets a squirt from that, and then this is like a squirt router. It routes the squirts from this thing into these two. So that's how that would work. And it's definitely something that we might set up, but for nowsies, we don't really need it because we're not going to be working on this today. Bam. So now we got that all good to go back the way it was supposed to be. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's get organized. So we'll squirt these back into here. All right, but today what I want to do, we want to get a little bit techie again. So over here at the Tech HQ, we've been doing some stuff and things. We've got some automation online. We've got our molecular assembler now. We can make wood. So, like, I just put in the basic thing. We got wood now. So, and I think I showed this to you guys before, but I'll show you again. So, if we go ahead and take planks in here, we got 1,000. Say we want to make 100 more. Bam! You can see these mega planks. Is it almost done? That takes a long time to make 100 planks. So, anyway, it's making planks. There it goes. It's done. So it's making planks. We got our 64K storage. All that stuff and things is good. We're good to go. Now, I ran another smart cable, or dense cable, pardon me, down here. And one of the things I didn't know, if you guys knew this, I know there's like the visual interface on the cable. See how this little blue line is right there? That's denoting like a certain amount of channels that are taken up. But I actually didn't really realize that Wayla up at the top there says 4 out of 32 channels. So this right here doesn't show it, but this does, 6 of 32 channels. So I ran some more dense cable down the side there, and I hooked it up right into the controller that we have right here. So we're getting 32 fresh channels off of this. And I'm bringing it down here because I want to, well, first of all, it would be cool to run it straight down the back here, but we really can't fit it. So we ran it down the side over there. So anyway, the point being is that we need to get this AE room organized, and I feel like we've skipped some steps. Like, we don't have automated processors, like all these processors that we need. We really should have these in a more automated fashion, a more automated state, so we can make them the silicon, printed silicon. We don't have that stuff automated either. And it's just kind of a mess in here. Now we do the Super Puddle MK2, and I can't remember if I showed you the Mark II design. It's really pretty simple. Before we were using that graded hopper, but that got taken out of the game. So now we're just using an ender chest with advanced item collector with a filter on it. So our Super Puddle MK2, it works perfect, super great. But down here, we got to get this fixed up. So my plan for today, what I want to do is get like this a little bit more organized. I want it to kind of look like it looks here. So we have our energy cube here and our tesseract. And so I like that design. We're going to use it down here too. We're going to get our storage area, ME drives, just moved over a little bit. We're actually going to expand this, and we're going to build some more drives today too. But that's going to take a little bit of working on another project, which is automating the inscribers. So we have some inscribers, I do believe. So we just got the 2. So we're going to build a couple more. And over, I think, I don't know where, on one of the sides here, what I want to do is automate this process. So, and I want to try to do it with AE. I want to start learning a little bit more about it, and I think that I can do it. And so we're going to build that today as well. So I think that for first offs, we're going to do a little bit of redesign, see what some things look like, and then we'll be our bees.
ModSauce.
Stand back, peeps. I'm about to do applied energistics science. So check this out, guys. I got a bunch of stuff and things done. So if you check out in here right now, I've got 1K, 4K, 16K, 64K storage component patterns. I've also got 1, 4, 16, and 64 crafting storage patterns and the crafting unit, which is used for making the crafting storage. So that's this guy up here. This is that crafting storage. Now, remember, that's what we need in order to, like, make stuff and things. So again, if we look at these planks, remember, and say we go to make some, say we want to make 1,000, it's going to say that it needs 1,524 bytes in order to make it. It needs 250 oak wood, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and so now one of the things about it is, let's say that we went ahead and did make some planks. Let's say we made 100. So if we go ahead and start this, right, now let's go ahead and look at like formation cores, for instance. Say we want to make some of these. Now I have the patterns in the system and we went to go say next. We can't start this, even though it only needs 70 bytes and we've got well over that, because it needs another crafting CPU. So then you saw that the wood planks ended. Bam, we can start making those and they're automatically forming inside of there. So if we take a look also, just to let you know the other patterns that I made, I did planks, pistons, sticky pistons, and, annihilation and formation cores, import, export, and interfaces. So those are all on auto crafting now, but we need more crafting CPUs. So now we can actually just go in here and type in crafting, and let's go ahead and make 1, 2, 3. Let's make 3 of these guys. And you can see it's got all the stuff available. It's good to go. We'll hit start, and it should take just a second to kick in. 2, 3, bam, we got 2, 3 of those. Let's go ahead and take some 4Ks. Let's make 2 of these guys. And then, again, it's going to say, like, what's available, what's not available anyway. And then we go ahead and click Start. Bam, 2 of those guys. All right, let's go ahead and set these guys up over here. Now, you can, I do believe, make this into kind of like a multi-block structure. Whoa. So maybe I got to stand. Let me stand on this bad boy. And we'll stick that like that. And then over here, we'll go like this. Oh, wait. Huh. How come is a multi-block structure, man? Maybe like one of these? Bam, fixed it. So now we've got like a larger crafting CPU up there. So we should be able to do 6 things at once now. So, all right, that's good to go. So we got our 6 things at once. Now check this out down in here. What's this? Oh my God, Inscriber. All right, so we got our Inscriber silicone press right here. We've got an ME import bus that's going to suck out our things when it's done. It's going to squirt into there. Then we've got our ME interface back here, and we've got a pattern in this that says printed silicone. Now, in order to make this kind of a pattern, you have to go into we have right here the pattern terminal, and then you go in here in your crafting pattern, you switch it to processing pattern. So that's basically telling it it's not for just like straight shaped crafting, it's using it in a machine. So I set up a processing pattern and squirt it into this interface here. It says encoded pattern 1 printed silicon makes 1 silicon thingadoodler. All right, so if we go in here, we look up silicon and we middle click on that guy, and then let's say we want to make, let's just make 10. We hit next. We need 54 bytes. Let's go ahead and start. And then what's going to happen over here is you can see it's already working, man. It's squirting the silicone in. Bam, it's making printed silicon. Bam, it's squirting it back into the system automatically. It's pretty crazy, right? So that's easy. It's as easy as that. I really have been like I don't know, straying away from auto crafting in AE because I thought it was like a big, huge pain in the butt. But this seems to be coming along. I think I'm getting it. It's a little bit different, a little more complicated, but I'm pretty positive that we're going to be able to get this done. So, all right, now if we want to take a look at well, what are these things? Processors. So, in order to start making some of these processors, like the calculation processor, we need the printed calculation circuit. So that's very similar to the silicon circuit, except it's going to use the pure Certus quartz. Similarly, for the engineering processor, we're going to need these guys. So we need to put some diamonds in these ones, and then we need gold for these, we need diamonds in this one. So, or gold in those ones. So what we're going to do is set these guys up for all those things. So if we take, let me see here, I think I need more interfaces. So, oh, look, I can just go ahead and auto-craft those. Bam, it's making them. Oh my God, man, I feel like we're just making leaps and bounds here, peeps. So let's go ahead and take our ME interfaces and squirt these on the back here. Oh, that's not what I was doing. All right, squirt on the back like so. Let's go ahead and take our, we need import buses. Oh wait, 3 is going to be enough. We'll squirt those guys over here, over here. And we actually probably can set this up so it looks a little bit nicer. I think we will be able to go ahead and do this like this. Let me see if we can double these up. These are imports. Can we squirt 2 guys like that? Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, so we can make this a little bit more pretty, like so. And then we'll pop this guy off here and squirt him right here. So then we're going to need to run our cabling. Let's go like this. And then like this. Bam. So it's a thing. Now, another thing that we're going to need to do is we do need to provide power to each one of these things, and the ME interface doesn't do that. Neither do the export buses. So I'm probably going to end up making some facades at some point to make this look a little bit better. But for now, what we're going to do is we're just going to squirt some of these guys down into here like this. And like that. That's kind of probably a waste of dense cable, but I'm rich, so it doesn't really bother me. All right, so the next thing, let's go ahead, take a look at these guys. So this requires the Inscriber calculation press. So if we go ahead and search press, Inscriber calculation press, let's just pull all of these guys out so we have them for what we're doing here. All right, so subscriber calculation press, or Inscriber calculation press like that. What are we doing again, this guy? So this takes the pure Certus quartz. So if we go ahead and get some of that pure Certus quartz that we had, and then let's just take a couple of them, and we'll squirt just one in here, and it should automatically start to make the guy. And then I just want to double check to see if it's going to export correctly. Let's see, are you going to pull out of that side too? Perfect. All right, it does. So calculation, yeah, there we go. We got our one of those. So then we stick over here to this, go ahead and change to processing pattern, clear this out, put one of these guys in here, one of these guys in here, set it up. There's our pattern. Go ahead to the back of our inscriber, get our interface, squirt that guy in there. Now if we go into here and we look this up, we see we got one. Let's go ahead and make 10. Bam! Oh, crapo. I forgot that extra step. AE2. Oh, my God. All right, start. Bam. Now we should see it automatically squirting in there. Make a thing. Boom. And then it squirts out, squirts the next one in. Just keeps doing that. We're good to go. So we got to do that now with the diamond guys, printed engineering thingy-doodlers, and the printed logic circuits too. So I'm going to go ahead and set those guys up. And then the next stage in this is to make these three things. So we need to be able to make the calculation processor, engineering processor, and logic processors too. So that adds a little extra squirrely step where we've got to have redstone and printed silicon in there too. It's going to be a little bit more complicated. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and work on getting these two guys fixed up, and then the other three that we're going to be using to make these. And then when it's all finished, or at least when I get one of these set up, I'll BRBs.
ModSauce.
It's a thing. So check it out. All right, this is really quite amazing. I'm pretty impressed with myself. I got to be honest with you guys. So it looks like that the crafting CPUs or crafting storage, when you put them together like I had up here, they just count as a single crafting CPU with extra storage. So if you take two 1Ks and you stick them together, you get 2K, but it's a single CPU. So for each thing that you're doing, so like if I was making, you know, these and then these and then these and then these, you need a separate CPU. So I've put a CPU on here for each one of these. And I think it chooses one at random, but at least we know now like that there's one for each thing that's in here. And so this will always work. And also this thing's taken a lot of channels now. It's taken 3, 6, 9, 12, 4, 8, 12, 24 channels total for the entire thing. So I had to split it off and make its own separate line up here because I didn't have enough channels on the line. So I got all the channels now, and now every single thing is set up correctly. And also what I've done for these guys up here, let me take a step back here. Holy crap, I'm so excited. So we've got export buses right here. Now we've got these printed silicon, and that's going into the bottom here. So then we've got export buses here that are just squirting redstone right in the side. So forever there will be redstone here, and then the printed silicon. Now what I did was put crafting cards in here, and this is how, similarly to the old interfaces, the export buses you could select like move single items, craft, whatever like that. So now it's called use stocked items or craft items while exporting. So this should, in theory, I haven't tested it yet, but it should, in theory, if it needs silicon, it should go ahead and start to make it right here. So let's test it out. I hope this works. So let's go ahead and square all of these out. Now if we go ahead and, what is the thing that we're making inside of here again? I can't even remember which one this is. So all right, so let's go ahead and take a look here. If we were to go ahead and say that we need 10 of these guys, and then we start it. So what it should do, oh, it's crap, it's going to use the ones I already got. Oh, wait, no. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, so it has the printed silicon there. So then it says that there is no silicon and there's none in the system. So it should call for it. There it goes, it did it. Oh my God. It's amazing, it works. So I just am amazed because, I mean, I know it should work, but I'm just amazed because I haven't done it before. So it is working, which is really, really great. So we can go ahead and squirt these back in, and it will stop, and it will just automatically export the stock in first from that card there. And then I have my export buses on the top. So remember, with these guys, with these inscribers, you've got to have your printed silicon, you've got to have your redstone, you've got to have your export, you've got to have your import for like the calculation processor or the calculation circuit, and then you've got to have power as well. So each one of these has to have power in the back too. So this is quite a thing, man. It is quite a thing. Now we should be able to also, in theory, let's go ahead and try this out. We should be able to call for 10 of these guys, 10 of these guys, 10 of these guys. And then if we went into processors, we should be able to call for 10 of these guys. Oh, wait, crapo. Did I not make the things for those? I did not, so I didn't make the patterns for those guys. All right, so we just need to do this and this, and then grab the processors, this guy and this guy. And then we should just go into this bad boy here. It's already, oh, wait, okay. No, I got that one. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll set these two processor patterns up real quick. Like so. There. Bam. And then which one's which? All right, so then we will squirt our diamond one, or our gold one, pardon me, into here. And our diamond one into here. And then if we come over here now. Wait, huh? Go in there, 10 of these guys, and then 10 of these guys. So this thing should be like making everything, man. Everything should be going on now. So you can see all sorts of stuff and things are happening. It's making everything all at the same time. It's absolutely amazeballs. I'm so excited about it. Give me a thumbs up if you think it's cool, man. All right, let's go ahead and put a dress on this pig. So I'm thinking we're going to be using the sky stone as we have for the other stuff and things kind of up top. So we'll go like this, 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 and then we'll grab some of these. Oh, let's go ahead and squirt like that. We'll slope it out, man. Make it rad looking. Bam, 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 like so. And it's the thing, man, and it is a rad thing too. I'm really, really liking it. Let's go ahead and grab some lights, just to light it up on top for gigs. We'll squirt a light here, a light here. That's perfect. All right, we'll just put some lights on top there like that. So definitely very cool, and I think we're going to leave the rest of it all open. I just like the way that it looks. But we got a ton of automation online today, and I'm really excited about it, man. We're making moves. Now, the funny thing about this is we've already got, like, this guy's already full. That guy's just got one. This guy's already full, and I don't believe I have anything on the, I can't squirt myself in there. Get in there. So I don't have an interface on the back either. And actually probably going to end up having to move this guy. And what I'm thinking about doing is taking these molecular assemblers and then moving them down into this level into our AE system area place thing. I think it'll be a lot better of a spot. But we've got the ability now to autocraft so much stuff. If we go ahead and turn this off, then the other thing that I was taking a look at adding in are all of these patterns too. And actually really what we want is just to make the 64K storage. So let's go ahead and pop that in here. And then, yeah, we should be able to go ahead and squirt this guy in here. I'm thinking this will be a thing, man. Let's get our inventory cleaned up a little bit. And then let's just go ahead and take a look at if we wanted to make 64K storage. So we've got one in here already. Oh, crapo. Did I make the wrong thing? Did it just not update yet? Am I too fast for it? No, weird. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this again. Did I make something wrong? 64K storage cell. Storage. Huh, it's not in there. Okay. So, why? What is going on with it? Let's take a look. Let's do some troubleshooting. 3 rows record 64K high Jenga. It's in there. It's on a pattern. Huh. Why is C thingy? Not sure what's going on with that. Oh, man, I was so excited, too. All right, so we'll have to do a little troubleshooting there. But at the very least, let's focus on the positive. This thing is working. Really excited to have it. And it's so cool. So I do want to go ahead and get some more 64Ks built in here. I'm not quite sure why the pattern's not working the right way. I'm going to go ahead and troubleshoot that, figure out what's going on with it, and I'll BRBs.
ModSauce.
So a bit of a dirt move on my part. So I'm sorry. I had this set for stored items only. I don't know why that even happened. Normally that's not something I would ever do. So all right. So what do we need here? Let's see. I mean, can we just be disgusting and do the whole thing? So 10, 20, 30, 40. Can we just make 40 of these? I mean, is that even possible to just go ahead and just say I want 40 and make it a thing? So let's type this into the right. There we go. Can we just make? Let's just make one. Let's make one and see what happens. So it says we can make one, no problem. Well, no, why? All right, indecision. Let's go ahead and make 10. Can we make 10? Oh, it says that we're missing quartz glass. All right, so we don't have enough to make a bunch. Let's just make the one and see what's up. I want to see how fast it does it. So let's go ahead and hit next, hit start. Bam. Oh my God, it's so fast. That's amazing. So we need that quartz glass, and I actually, off the top of my head, can't remember exactly how we're making it. Oh man, so we can just set up a crafting pattern for that. Sweet. So we'll go in here. We will hit this guy like so. We will say like this. Now, Surge Quartz Dust, actually we don't want to use that. We'd rather use the Nether Quartz Dust. It's cheaper. So let's go ahead and set it in like that and then make that pattern. So now we should be able to squirt this guy into here. Like so, and if we come over to this guy again, store, and let's go ahead and say we wanted 10 of these this time. So it's thinking. So it says it's going to craft these now. So you can see that some of these it says available and to craft, which is crazy. And then you can see down in through like how many of each thing it needs to go to make. So it's got to make 264 1K ME storage components in order to make 10 of the 64K storages. That's kind of neat that it shows you like what it's going to do. All right, let's go ahead and start and see how fast this thing goes. Not very fast at all. So is it working? What's going on inside of here? Oh, you know what? The molecular assembler, that's another thing. It's only going to do one operation at once, I do believe, inside of here. If we had multiple molecular assemblers, it would do like multiple jobs. I think it would distribute depending on which patterns we had and which things. So to smartly set up your interfaces basically with different assemblers so that you can have it making two things at the same time is probably a good idea. Look at that thing make things. Isn't that neat? That is really cool, right? I don't know. It's cool. So I'm psyched about it. That's so great. So now we're going to be able to basically, as long as we have the materials, make a huge amount of the 64K storage drives and just go ahead and flood our system with them and be rich, which is what I really want. I want to. The next thing is we're going to take, and I've already actually started to import all of the stone, cobble out of the system, and I'm squirting that right into direct storage, and we're going to do that with our gravel as well. I don't really care to have it in deep stores anymore, and it makes it so that I can't craft with it, so we don't want that. Let's go ahead and grab another import bus here. I keep typing in the wrong window. I know that I could, these acceleration cards, sweet, we'll take those. I know that I could set both of them to show the same thing. I can set the NEI and the AE system to show me the same thing at the same time, but I don't actually like doing that. I sometimes like to have them in different, different recipes on different things. I like to look up one thing in NEI and one thing in the crafting terminal. So that should go ahead and, yep, now we're importing huge amounts of gravel in, and I think I have a spot for one more card in here too, so we'll go ahead and get that squirted up into 4. Put all that into the system. So, all right, we're going to let this thing do its thing. That is so rad. I'm so excited. I mean, we really have ME Crafting online now, which is what I really have always wanted. So I'm just psyched about it. So, all right, I think it's time to fill these guys up, and I'll be our bees.
ModSauce.
All to storage. All of it. Look at it. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Not all of them 64Ks. Some of these guys are smaller. Wait, where are the small ones? Here they are. So 10 of these are 4Ks, but everything else is 64. And this thing is working great. Absolutely great. And I actually went ahead and built up a a supply of 100 of each one of the processors as well. Once it gets to the point where there's no like backup, like actually the silicone guys, we should probably make like 200 of these too. And then also, that's a couple things. So once there's no backup, it starts to take a really long time because it's making the silicone processors. Those take a long time. The other thing is it doesn't seem, the AE system doesn't seem to be taking advantage of the smallest processors. Like, it doesn't seem to use the processors in a smart way. Was crafting something that was 4,000. Like, I crafted a couple of these guys so I'd like set a couple of them up to do 100 at a time. And these were definitely jobs that were less than 100 bytes. I went ahead, or 1,000 bytes. I went ahead and went to craft something that was over 4,000 bytes, and I noticed that I couldn't craft it. So it was using both of these crafting CPUs. And this guy was actually split up. I combined it so that I could craft the bigger thing. But it was using the bigger crafting CPUs to do jobs that really should have been better allocated to these smaller crafting storage. So I'm not sure why that was. But so you can just manually select it like I did. But yeah, so this is the thing. It is amazeballs. This is the thing. It's great. I'm really excited about it. And we got everything in our ME storage system now. Oh, I got a couple of things working in there. But yeah, there's something else that I just wanted to kind of touch upon, kind of a teaser for next episode so you know what we're going to be getting into. And we're not going to do like the whole episode on this, but I did kind of just want to show you what's going on. So we're going to be playing around with getting a new quarry set up. I actually noticed that my quarry had finally finished. And so we got our ender quarry and all our stuff and things. Analyzing, pound, pondering, we got our ender quarry and all of our stuff and things here. But we're also going to be starting to use some other things here. So there are upgrades for this. You may have seen this if you watched Emacs videos. Ender quarry pump upgrade. Quarry speed upgrade 2. Quarry silk touch. These are wrong. Oh, it's never mind. I was reading the tooltip down here. Anyway, pardon me. So the world hole upgrade, pump upgrade, speed 2, and there's a speed 3 that we're going to get into, and a silk touch upgrade. So we're going to be playing around with setting these guys up for our ender quarry, and then we're going to be working on something else about getting some power stuff and things going. I feel like I don't want to show it to you. I'll show it to you. Let's look. Bong. All to wind power. Man, this is hypnotic, man. So we got a bunch of windmills. And we're going to be making a huge amount of power. I made a bunch of tesseracts, and I actually didn't even do the math yet. Like, I got to do the math to find out, like, the conversion rate of, like, KJ to RF, and if this cable is even, like, carrying the right amount of power and stuff, things like that. So we'll get to that next episode. We'll be looking into, like, power cabling and what's going to be the best thing for us, and setting up our quarry. And like I said, we probably won't spend the whole episode on it, but we'll definitely do, like, a little bit in the beginning so you can see what's going on with the upgrades of all stuff and things. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Actually, hold on. Let's do this. This is going to be way better. This is going to be a way better outro. So that's going to be it for today, guys. If you liked the episode, please don't forget to hit the like button. Feel free to share and favorite it as you see fit. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button as well. Don't spam on Reddit, peeps. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. That looks so weird, man.